Hi, welcome to my projectbazaar.com. Now I am going to explain project is identifying and summarizing system code change via rule interface, modify title, finding and shortcutting affecting rule change via rule detection. Abstract analyze about program change is difficult as there is a significant gap among the how programming imaging about change and how existing program difficulty to tool significant such the changes in this process to our code change we are to the code effective the two version of code and calculating the anybody change for the our code process in calculating one code and for another version code to calculating for our process to permit the program to motivating about program different a high level a rule based program different come up to the that automatically discover and represent the efficient change as the logic rule in this rule based applying process to the our two codes so the calculating for the rule based applying rule in this process to changes if any changes for our process the calculating very easily. The stage of application programming line, API name and signification. The stage of code function fundamental and structure demand. The function to some open source project as well as the center collection study with professional software engine from the large e-commerce company. In this process, if any code changes to the easily find and effective to solve our process. In this applying for all method, class method and calculating overlapping method, function method also for the calculating the our process. Now you explain our project flow. This is for our project flow. This is two level of our project. First one is level 1 develop code is nothing but selecting the two version of code in our project, change then click the analyze the code for our simple changes or completed changes. Simple changes is nothing but our unwanted data unprocessed for the our code process, and completed changes is for the two version of the code is also has been changed. This apply for the rule in the rule based code change process. Then click the level 2 code change. This is for level code change process. This is applying a two version of another code in API level and rule interface method to apply to the for our process. ls diff change rule is ls diff rule ls diff rule change is nothing but our process to writing for the to code to version to change or not is calculating for the ls diff rule change process. Then abstract scope transformation is also for the calculating the our process. Then finally the found match process is the two versions code match process for the our process in no change in code. This also is called code change. This is our result for the our process. The code change is two version code calculating for our process, then based on the rule apply, then finally view the result for our process. Now execute our project. This is our debug process. This is debug or F5 button click to automatic project running, and click the F5 process. This is for our project main page. Browse code 1 is nothing but our project. Click the selecting for the one type of code, then click the browse button, then click the one of the one.txt button and click open. This is for our one version of Java code. This is also called for the our browse code 1, then click the browse code 2, then select for the 2.txt button, then click open. This is for our second version of code for the our process code sector. This is also called for calculating automatically calculating for the Java code, then click OK, then click next button, then load code. This is for load code button. This calculating the existing form to calculating it for the our data code process. Then same line find. This is for our two version code to same line found for the our code process. Then click the not same line. This is our project not code process. This is also called for the second code not same line process. The next process, so browse one, then next another process to select the one type of code and select to the next code process. This method to calculating for the same line and the same same function also called for the LCS calculating process. Click the LCS calculating process to the two type of compared to the one type of code is getting for the our process. Then click the next button. Then click the load process. This is our two type of code has been load, and this type of to calculating the class method and functions also call for the our process. Class name, this is class name is the our process. This is class name public final class account independent compatible for the our one version of code of compatible. The public final class automatic implement compatible account. In this process to calculating for our process the load data. This is for our two version code for the our process. This is one type of version code. This is two type of two second version code of in this process to calculating method type and packet range type. The method type calculating, this is for our project method type for the our process one type of code. This is second version code for the method type. In this enum account number type case merge or ps is this for this first version code, and this is for the second version code there for the method type. This is compare button. Click to automatically calculating the compare and result produced stored in the table. Then next click the packages name. The package name for the our two version code. This is one type of package version, and say this second version code for the package name. The import java util is for the package name. Then click the compare process. The compare process automatically calculating for the package name for in this process. Then click the next button. This is for the any change rule for the our two version code and change and addition where anybody say code has been add and no change for the our process. If no change for the our code process is automatically no color change for the our process. If any changes and add process to automatically color has been displayed for the our code rule process to display. Then click the next process. Then browse the code 1. This is for one version of code, and browse 2 equal to second version of code for the displaying our process. Then click the compare process to the two version code compare for the our process. In this, if any changes for this code automatically displaying the our color process. Then click the compare button. The compare button click to automatically displaying for the two version code, and if any changes and line equal to every line every code has been inputting for the every count for the our code process. In this process the red color and green color also calculating the if any changes or any add for the our process to the displaying the variation of the our code version. This is called for the change to the process for the our process. In this method to calculating the rule based change to calculating the our code via change process. In this method to the effectively find for the our code rule change process to the calculating the our result process. Thank you.